Okay, it seems like I am officially live. Welcome everyone to the six-part live series on how to build a personal brand. I hope that everyone can hear me and able to see me clearly. If not, just let me know in the comments so that I can sort out my mic and my audio and all of that. So yeah, but I think that everything should be in order. So this live series has been planned, I think, at least 2 months ago. I was planning on creating it, but because I had to move from Cape Town to Joburg, I decided, okay, let me put it off for a while until I'm settled in, and I believe I'm fully settled in. I'm actually now based in Centurion side, for anyone that is curious. So I've got notes on my phone over here. So if you see me glancing down, guys, that is what I am looking at. I'm going to give it about a minute or two for people to join in. I see someone has joined in here saying they are very excited about this. Same I. I've been planning this and I've got everything planned out, but it's just, I just haven't had the time to actually do this. So I'm excited as well. So if anyone doesn't mind, just you can drop like your name, tell me where you're tuning in from, so that you know we can get to know each other very well. I'm going to give it just about another minute or so for people to join in. And in the meantime, what I want you to do is sort of tell me. You can either write it in the comments or you can just think about it, write it down on your notes somewhere. What do you hope to achieve from this six-part live? So, what is I've always found that if you go into something knowing exactly what you wanted to achieve out of it, at the end of all of it, you'll be able to better understand, okay, did I get what I was expecting? Did the presenter not meet my expectations? And perhaps you'll be able to correct me where I failed, so to speak. So let me know what you hope to achieve, so that we are able to, help you get there. Let's give it another minute or so. Nah, another 30 seconds maybe. Okay. Just one quick thing. If anyone has any questions, feel free to share them in the comment section as well. And at the end of this session, we'll be able to do a Q&A. But also at the end of the six-part live, the final series session is going to be pretty much a complete Q&A session. So let me know if you've got any questions as we move forward. I'll jot those down and we'll be able to go through them. Hey, Katlego, Katizia is joining us. They want to do personal branding, also include into their corporate space and see where it will help with creating a name. Okay, in the working world. All right. Okay, I'll see if I'm able to assist you with that. Hopefully, the six-part live is going to answer that for you. But if not, I will be able to then sit down and sort of give you my tips at the end of everything. Thank you so much for that comment. Okay, so let us get into things, guys. So my big promise to you with this entire six-part live series, but this session in particular, I want you to get my secret to building a thriving personal brand. What I'd love for you to do is I want you to get some sort of monumental mindset shift that will take you from where you are today to where you ought to be. And I want you to discover exactly what has been holding you back. So that is the purpose of this six-part live, but especially today's session. You will find that only on today's session, I'm only going to cover the very basics, But as we go over the next couple of weeks, you'll see that I dive into more details into the very specific tactics that you can leverage to build your personal brand. So in today's session, what we'll be covering is two main topics really. So the first thing we'll be doing is talking about why most consultants or business coaches are not successful. And secondly, we'll talk a bit about what they should do in order to become successful. So it's not going to be that long. Like I said, it's just the very basics of what it takes to build a personal brand. And then again, over the next couple of weeks, we'll be delving into more details. However, I do want you to focus. So put your phone away. If you're watching this live using your phone, try your best to turn off your notifications so that those don't distract you as you're trying to listen to this live. Take as many notes as possible. And finally, if you've got any questions, you are welcome to write them in the comment section or send me a DM even if you're a little shy, and then I'll be able to go through those either after the session or again after the final live, basically. Yeah. So for any of you that don't know who I am Tamara Matlabanga. I am the founder and creative director at Alakin Creatives, which is a digital marketing agency that focuses on producing content and helping brands with their marketing, so to speak. So I've got three main tiers or types of clients that I offer services to, personal branding for coaches and consultants being one of them. I am also a marketing initiator. So, a marketing initiator is pretty much exactly the same as a marketing consultant. I just decided to give myself a different name to create curiosity and to sort of offset myself apart from my competitors. There are, I believe, thousands and thousands of people doing marketing consultancy, having that have marketing consultancies. So I wanted to find a way to differentiate myself, and I decided, okay, let me change the name a little bit by calling myself a marketing initiator, which gives my potential clients the idea that I don't only consult with them, but I also help them and assist them to achieving their business goals. So innovative, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. So that is exactly what I want from everyone listening to this as well. Like, I want you to think of innovative ways to position yourself and to find innovative ways to, again, assist your clients. So, it's a fact that only 3% of coaches and consultants are successful. So, I believe I found this on a podcast, trusted podcast, and they said that only 3% of coaches and consultants are successful. So anytime someone starts a consulting or coaching business, only 3% of those people will succeed all on their own. The 97% will either fail miserably or they'll achieve mediocre results from their business. So that is what I mean when I say 3% of people are consultants or coaches are successful and the other 97 are not. And this is not because they lack the skills. It is not because they're struggling to find clients or there's not enough people in the market that are looking for their services. Trust me, there are millions and millions of people out there that need your services and your consultants or your consulting, but they just don't know who's out there to help them. And again, that is not up to the market, it's up to you as the coach or the consultant to deliver that message to them. Because at the end of the day, if you are a good consultant or good coach, you'll be able to provide or your services will be able to help the businesses that you work in. So you'll create good business owners or good business managers, depending on who you're trying to assist. And those individuals will then go on to create good businesses. And if the business is doing well, they'll need more coaching and consulting to get to the next level. So coaching and consulting has a very cyclical nature to it. And it doesn't just end as soon as you give advice to your clients. As soon as you give good advice, they'll go on to create better businesses. And again, if they create better businesses, they'll want your help even more so they can grow to the next level. And again, as a coach and consultant, you have to be prepared for that next level. You don't want to get to a point where after a while, when after your clients have gone through a certain phase of your consultancy, you don't want them now to be like, okay, we've had enough of this sort of conversations with you, and we're now ready for the next level, and they move to a different source to find that next level. I've had many times when I've perhaps like when I started out in my business, I would listen to a particular podcast or a particular influencer. And after a while, I find that the information they're sharing now is no longer suited to my skills. They still are only there to help people that are starting out, and whereas I wanted to get to the next level, but they were not able to assist me. So, as a personal coach and consultant, I want you to be able to get your clients to the next level and to be able to grow with them as they go on their journey. Okay. So I want you then to let me know again in the comments, or just think about this. So if you are watching the replay, let me know what has been your biggest struggle over the past 12 months. So if you've got a coaching or consultancy, let me know what has been your biggest struggle. Can be literally anything. Gonna give you another 10 seconds. Okay, so I hope you've thought about what has been your biggest struggle. But what I found in my experience, the key challenges that most people or most coaches and consultants face is that they lack confidence. So they could be a little too shy to speak to their potential customers, and that prevents them from selling. Um, his second Justin says yeah that his biggest struggle has been getting their name out there and building trust. Okay. Um, Thank you so much for sharing, Justin. I've also, so that is definitely a big thing. Getting sort of struggling to get people to get to know you, and that is my third point. Where I said that you don't know how to differentiate yourself to attract the right clients to you. So I always believe that when it comes to most marketing, the best type of marketing is inbound marketing. So getting clients to come to you, getting clients to know who you are, getting your name out there, but essentially getting them to see you and be able to be like, okay, hey, Justin seems like the right person to speak to when it comes to a particular topic. So I find that a lot of people struggle with that. And the last thing I find people struggle with is that they struggle to get clients to take their advice. So that means that they've aren't able to prove that they know what they're doing. So it's not that they're giving terrible advice. It is not that they don't know what they're doing. It is just the fact that as soon as they are done with the consulting or the coaching session, the client goes home and they go about their business as usual instead of implementing what that coach has said. So again, that there are ways to resolve all of these issues, guys. There are ways to build trust. There are ways to increase the number of inbound leads you get. There are ways to increase the amount of money you earn without necessarily increasing how much time you spend on marketing. I remember I wrote down one more point here, and that is you should be able to increase the number of people that implement the the advice that you share with them. So all of this is possible. Again, it just requires a little bit of extra work. So quickly, guys, let me know if you have any questions before we move into the core of today's session. Let me know if you've got any questions. And then again, I'll answer those. Justin's got a question there. It says, are aggressive email campaigns still effective? Whew. Personally, I would say they are not effective. So, by aggressive email campaigns, I'm assuming you're talking about those people that send 7 to 10 emails to the same person, telling them about their products and services and how amazing they are. I believe there was a it was actually suggested that you should be sending 7 to 10 emails to individuals in order for them to finally come to a decision and say, okay, yes, I want to work with this person. But from personal experience, there is never a time where I saw someone spamming my inbox with their products and services. And I'm like, okay, finally, let me agree to work with them. I believe I stopped doing aggressive email campaigns in my first year of marketing under Allerton Creatives. Again, we found that nobody was actually paying attention as we thought they would. What helped me is putting out content more than anything else. I hope that answers your question, Justin. If I've got aggressive email campaigns or if my understanding of it is incorrect, let me know. But yeah, it is not a good idea. So, as I was saying, only 3% of coaches or consultants are successful, and the other 97% either fail completely, so their business does not take off at all and they quit and they go back to a 9 to 5, or they have business, they still run the businesses, but their income is very basic. So they don't have enough money to sustain themselves, they don't have enough money to grow the business. So why is this the case? And the answer is actually very, I wouldn't say simple, but it is nothing that amazing. So the answer is it's a mindset thing. So the people that are not successful, who don't have the belief that they actually can be successful or that they even deserve to be successful. That's it. So it is literally the biggest thing is a mindset that says that maybe I'm not really good at what I'm doing. Maybe I don't really deserve to charge 5,000 Rand per hour. Maybe I don't deserve to get 10, 20 different clients in 1 month. And this happens at a subconscious level. You don't even see it, you don't even realize it. But if you find yourself struggling in your business, you should know that almost 99% of the time, it is because of your mindset. You've got a mindset that says that I don't deserve success, or I don't believe I can actually make 6, 7 figures a year. Whereas the 3% that are that successful, because there are people that charge like, I remember I've been doing like webinars, and sometimes a coach will be charging $5,000 for a session. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking like $5,000, guys, like how do you even get to a point where you're making that in a month? So for me, there was like it took a big mindset shift again for me to be able to like, hey, that is possible. If other people are doing it, it doesn't mean that they know something that you don't. It doesn't mean that they've got something that your business doesn't. It literally just means that they have this internal belief that says that I deserve to make $5,000 per session, and that is what they're going for. And then with that mindset and everything else that I'll be sharing in just a moment, they then are able to sell at that level. And Petrina has a comment over there. She says, Justin, and that is very good for brand touch points, but not for conversions. People will be aware of your brand once they see your email. They don't really need to open it what you need to do is ensure that you have a USP that is clear from your email subject. You can use that email list to retarget on on social media platforms using different objectives. Love, 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 love that tip, Petunia. I hope Justin got that as well. So that definitely is absolutely great advice. But again, it is a mindset thing. So if you don't believe that people on your social media are going to actually take note of what you're saying, you're going to be shy to create social media content. So it is literally quite simply a mindset thing. And again, I wish it was something sexier. I remember as I was planning for this live session, I was looking for a better answer to add to that because I knew it was just a mindset thing. But I was like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone out there has got better advice for my audience. But again, I've been searching and literally every source agrees. If you've got the right mindset, that is literally all you need to get to the next level. So get the right mindset. And then secondly, you have to exuberate confidence. So what I find a lot of successful coaches and consultants, they just have this way about it. So this is in the way they speak. It is in the way they stand, their body language, using hand gestures that are not as crazy as mine right now, but even their facial expressions. So all of those little things that they don't really have to talk about. So it has nothing to do with what they have said in their presentation. It is literally more to do with their how they appear to their target audience, and that is very, very, very important because as soon as you lack confidence, why would anyone else trust that you know what you're talking about? Even if you've got the best service ever, even if your coaching and consulting framework can help your clients get 400% ROI, if you can't show that in how you speak and how you present yourself, no one is going to trust that you're actually able to do what you say you can. So it is also about how you show up in the world. Also, it has a lot to do with understanding your client. So you have to personalize your services. You have to be able to read people. So when I say read people, that means checking out their body language. If someone is like showing a confused face, some people just because they're so some coaches and consultants because they're so busy just trying to get through their touch points and through their conversation, they completely ignore what the client is potentially showing. So the client will have a confused face. That means that, hey, can you please repeat what I just said, or can you clarify that point? And some people miss that. So it is about taking your clients and saying, okay, what is it that is in their body language that shows that they either don't trust me, they don't understand me, or I need to explain something further, or perhaps it is something that you did or you showed in your body language that said, hey, that is a red flag, that something is up there. So you have to really check in with yourself and with your client to see, okay, what sort of behaviors am I letting out and what behaviors are they providing me, and shifting your conversation to be able to understand what it is that they actually need in any particular moment. And then finally, I mentioned that you have to assess their needs. So a lot of times you coaches and consultants will have this amazing framework that they try and copy and paste to every single client of theirs. And in as much as it will work perhaps 50, 60, 70% of the time, you still have to be able to assess the individual needs of your clients to be able to see, okay, how can I tweak my services just a little bit to meet their specific needs? So if you are able to understand clients, if you're able to exuberate confidence, and if you have a mindset that says that you can do whatever you think you can, that is what is going to get you to that next level. So that was just a quick recap of everything. So, like I was saying, coaches and consultants, most of them, as they start out, they lack the mindset really to be successful. So only 3%, as they start out, already have that mindset that yes, I can do this and I'm going to do this. Whereas the other 97% still have to learn all of that. So they have to learn the right mindset. They have to be able to, and sometimes it can take like overnight. But other times you will have to repeat it to yourself day in and day out. I'm one of those people that needs to repeat to myself that tomorrow you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And eventually it starts thinking in that, yes, I can. So a mindset shift can sometimes happen overnight, but sometimes can take a little while. And you have to understand yourself to be able to see, okay, how will I finally get to the level where I'm able to believe that I can do what I say I can? And then having that, as well as the confidence, the body language that expresses confidence, and finally being able to assess your customers' needs, all of those things will then collectively help you get to that next level and build a thriving personal brand. That is pretty much it, guys. I'm hoping that you were not hoping for something fancy because that is literally the start of everything. As I said, in the next couple of weeks, I'll be sharing more specific tactics. So next week, I'll be talking about how you can create value for your clients. So that is going to happen next week. And again, I've got like 6 or 7 points that I'll be sharing with you just on how to create value for your clients. But you cannot be creating value for your clients if you don't have the mindset again that, hey, I'm able to do this. I can be successful. I can charge 10,000, 20,000 per hour if that is what's required. So if anyone doesn't know about Alakin Creators, so our personal branding segment for our coaches and consultants. So we offer social media management, podcasting, webinar creation, book writing, as well as productization of services. So prioritization literally is taking your framework and giving it a specific name so that clients can think that what you have to offer is different from everyone else out there. It works brilliantly. But what we are doing now is we are still going to have those sort of services, but we want to create something called a Persona Elevate 360, where we help clients get speaking engagements either live, in person, or virtually, as well as having them sort of understand how they can be more charismatic when speaking to their clients. So I call it a Persona Elevate 360 because we focus on a 360-degree view of our clients to see, okay, besides just your social media content, what else can you do to get your name out there? So if you if you're curious, please go check out our website. More on that will be there. And then finally, guys, I just have a little gift for you. Let me quickly put that also over there. So if you follow that link, it is going to take you to a 45-minute video that I created. I believe this was a year and a half ago. It is called 68 Days to a More Confident You, and it's literally sharing. I believe there's about 9 tips there where I share what you can do to become more confident and express more confidence as a coach or consultant, but really in any sort of industry that you are in. So that video is unlisted on my YouTube, so only individuals with that link will be able to get access to it. So do go check it out. If you need the link and send personally to you, let me know. But that is pretty much it, guys. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Um, the only call to action that I have for you today is to join me again next week, same time for another 30 minutes. Again, I'll be talking about how you can create value for your customers, or how, or what sort of things do clients find value in, if that makes sense. But if you have any questions, please let me know now before I leave. We've got like a couple more seconds left. So let me know if you have any questions, or if you are watching the replay, still comment with your questions and I'll be able to answer you either within the comments or when I'm doing the Q&A session of the Six Part Live. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I don't want to take too much more of your time. I hope that you found value in what I had to share today, and I hope that what I shared has been helpful, and you'll join me next week to learn a little more about how you can build a thriving personal brand. I'm gonna give it like a couple more seconds and then I will log off. But again, thank you everyone. I truly appreciate you being here. It is always exciting when I'm doing live and I'm seeing people are joining in, and that makes my day. But if there's nothing else, guys, I'll see you next week.